Alrighty guys, got the '05 Nissan. I replaced my headlights on here. I forgot to make a video. I guess the only benefit is this headlight has got to be replaced. I've already contacted the seller. It dims in and out, and I also cannot adjust them, and it points really high up into the sky, which does me no good. So I'm gonna go ahead and make a video on how to replace. That'll get to both of them because we're gonna have to take off this front bumper, and that'll give you access to 4 screws on each one. You're gonna have one on the driver's side. You'll have one right here, screw right here, one behind the bumper, and one to the side here. So the first thing we did, I put it up on some ramps. I've got my little fender flare here. Take some of this off and get to 2 screws back here behind your wheel wall. So I'm gonna go ahead and take this off, and I'll show you where the screws are here.
Hello, my name's Tyson, everybody.
Alright guys, we got these loose on each side, driver's side and passenger side. Next, you can get a little flathead screwdriver, pop these clips off. Really, you only have to pop off this one, the 2 in the middle, and then the outer ones. These ones are connected to the bumper, which is coming off. So this one and this one you can leave on there. I mean, that whole bumper is going to come off anyways. So I'm going to get those off, and we'll get to removing the 2 inner screws on each side of the car on the bumper. Alright guys, on the driver's side, our first screw is going to be right here. I'm going to take out, it's 10mm, and I'll be able to kind of loosen this a little bit to show you where the second one is at. It's kind of tucked in there in the back. It's just hard to see right now. And the second one is right here where my finger's at. I'm actually touching it, it's hard to see, but another 10mm bolt right there. Get that off, and then there'll be 2 screws under here. Ooh. Under the front. One is here, and my car's actually missing the other one. I guess it must have fell off. Right there would be a Phillips screw, and then the same on the passenger side, same exact thing. 2 screws on the bottom, the 2 10mm bolts, and then this front bumper will be ready to come off. Alrighty guys, we got all the bolts, screws loosened out. This side on mine is very fragile. You want to be careful that this sits in here when it pulls out, and you can tell mine broke right there. I haven't really figured out an easy way. Try and get your screwdriver in there, maybe even a little hook pry in there, because I'll have to do the same thing this side. As you can tell, it's harder to get your finger in there, but this side had not broke off yet. So you just want to be careful. It just kind of slides in, but when getting it out, you can try and use like a little hook. And then this side will pop out as well. As you can tell, the whole bumper is moving. So once I get that off, it'll just come right off, and then we'll have access to the 4 bolts on the headlight that I'm needing to get to. So what I did here is I kind of pried it in between here and lifted up. Got it in right here, kind of lifted up right here as close to the center as you can, and then it popped right on out. Because being a 2005, it's really old, fragile, you know, heat beaten, cold, heat, cold. That broke off the first time I did this. It's still in one piece. I'll probably replace it here in the future, but it still gets the job done right now. So right now I could probably just lift this thing up one-handed. You can tell, comes right off, easy peasy. All right, now that we got the bumper out of the way, we have access to 4 10mm bolts. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Before we take those off though, go ahead and get to the back of your headlight. Disconnect all your bulbs. It's a whole lot easier if you do it now than having the light off and trying to do it when it's all loose. And then when we put the headlight back on, we'll actually put the bulbs in first, and then put the headlight on and tighten it down. Now that we got those 4 bolts off, I got my headlights disconnected. You know, I took my high beam LED out. And we'll just, there is on the back of it, I'll show you on the new one. On the back, right here, there's a little granite screw. You just kind of give it a little tough little pull and it'll pop right on out. So it won't fall out with one hand. It's, as you know, it's a little stuck right there. So I'm gonna have to use both my hands, give it a little tug, pull it out, and everything will be, we'll get ready for the new one to be installed. Alright, so here's the old one, and here's my new one. I got the new LED in there. I got my blinker in there. I'll go ahead and put my high beam bulb in there. And then before we tighten it down, we'll put her in. We'll just get where the grommet screws in there, and then we'll connect all these connectors. Good thing with these connectors, they're all different sizes, so if you don't know which one your high beam, low beam, or blinker is, they only fit in the connectors one way. You can't mismatch them. They're all different sizes. They're only one way in, so you don't have to mark them or remember which one came out of what. Alright, like I said, I just got the grommet pushed in. I don't have my 4 bolts in. I'm going to go ahead and just turn my key to the on position, you know, make sure that all my lights are working, and I'll get the bumper back on, and I'll come and adjust them later tonight when it's darker out and I can see. That's how you do your 2005 Nissan Altima passenger and driver headlights. This will get you access to all of it. This will be your passenger, you know, 1 bolt, 2 bolt, 3 bolt, and 4 bolt. Get all to it from here. The only difference when you do your passenger, you'll just remove your coolant reservoir. Really easy. 1 bolt, 2 bolt, and then you might have to move this just to get access to your hand down here. It's a little easier, but very simple either way. Alrighty guys, of course I started this on a nice sunny day, no clouds, and then in the middle of it decided to downpour. So that was fun. And of course my cold air intake. My cold intake's right there, so I had to cover it up with an umbrella while it was raining.
I did not even use an umbrella.
Now all I got left is just to line up my clips right here. Like I said, I will come out tonight and align my lights. Hopefully this one will work this time. Like I said, the last driver one, the adjustment screw must have been stripped internally, because I would turn it and that light was just staying really high. And it was also dimming, and I noticed that the spring was really loose. A lot of tension in the or there wasn't much tension in the spring, which would really cause the light to dim. So if you like, leave a like on the video, comment, and subscribe, and hit that bell if you haven't already for any other videos that we post. Thank you.